Hey Hokie Nation, this is Cassie Grizzard, a sophomore on the softball team. Follow my channel on triumphnil.com and subscribe today.
Hey Hokie Nation, this is On Deck with Emma Lemley and Emma Ritter, and today we have Cassie Grizzard here with us, one of our teammates. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween!
I forgot today was Halloween when I got to school and everything. I was like,
we played the spooky songs this morning.
Yeah, Cassie did play
yeah,
spooky
you did
songs.
play spooky songs
A
this
little
morning.
trap remix.
There was multiple people dressed up for class. I was like, why is
Really?
this lady dressed up as a witch? And then I remembered it's Halloween, I guess.
I don't have class today, but I drove Molly to class.
Yeah.
And I saw so many professors dressed up.
Oh, that's cute though.
That is really cute.
That's
It
really
was,
cute.
It took me a minute to realize it was Halloween though again, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
This is why they're dressed up.
I think Junior's favorite song is the goofy version of Monster Mash.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, ask Corey about it.
Is it
That's
good?
Corey's favorite song. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
good.
It's good. Favorite Halloween costumes that y'all have ever done?
Oh, I don't know. We were Anchorman this weekend, and it was, I don't even know what Anchorman is, honestly, until Saturday we watched the movie. It was pretty good, I feel like.
It was so good.
You fit the part really well.
Thank
It
you.
was so
It was
good.
nice because I didn't have to, feel awkward for being awkward all the time. I just could play the part of being awkward because that's my role.
Yeah, Emma was Brick.
When
Yeah,
we
that was
walked
funny.
in, we all got together. I thought it was all men there. I was you guys.
Dressed up as
So I
guys.
walked straight to the kitchen. I was looking for someone else, and then Maya came up, and I was like, wait, okay.
I looked like a
And then
grandma.
Maya, Cam, I swore she was.
Cam's
she
was
looked like a
so
man.
funny. The sideburns cracked me up.
I was
She was like, it's mascara. And I was like, what?
She said people kept asking her where she got her sideburns. She's like, I literally just painted them all with mascara. At one point in the beginning, I saw Maya over in the drawer, and she was turned around. And I was like, Addie, there's a man in our house, a random man. And then she turned around. I was like, oh, it's Maya. She looked like a little grandma.
That's what Rachel's was funny. Hulk
Rachel's
Hogan.
was so funny.
Literally right before we left, she was like, I don't have a mustache. And I was like, I have eyeliner. Hold on. So we're drawing on her handlebar mustache.
It was
right before and
it was
cutting her
makeup?
wig. Yeah.
Wow, it looked
Yeah.
really good.
Because when she was trying on her costume that night, she was
Yeah.
like, the mullet is too big.
And I was like, no.
It's too big.
You
And
have to wear the
I saw
mullet.
her wear it, and she goes, yeah, I cut it. I gave it a haircut. Okay.
We were like, no, but you can't not wear the mullet. You gotta be Hulk Hogan. I think my favorite I've ever done is Nacho Libre last year.
Yeah, that was really funny. That was so good. Did you see pictures of it?
No, well,
I
on
gotta
Instagram.
Yeah,
to show
I was
her.
jumping off everything.
Wait,
I was
that's actually so perfect.
Yeah.
Yours is cute too.
Yours
Oh,
was
thanks.
cute.
Chef kiss or
Yours,
little girly
chef
girl.
kiss. Girly girl.
It was cute.
It was fun. It was easy, and I feel
Yeah.
like I can rewear a lot of it.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Oh,
the
yeah.
chef hat, but I can wear
Yeah.
a lot of it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it a dress or was it a shirt?
It was a two-piece set.
Nice.
It kind of fit me more like a dress, but it was really comfortable too.
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered all night.
Yeah.
You should make a store called Cassie's.
Cassie's
Closet.
Cassie's
The
Closet.
one thing is, Addie will always text me. She's like, "Hey, do you have this, this, and this? Can I please come wear it?"
Yeah,
I'm
girl,
like,
you know I
can
have it.
just Go through my closet anytime. A lot of it's from my sister too. So
Yeah.
it helps.
Nice having
I love the Halloween costumes.
Yeah, they were
Especially,
so
yeah,
funny.
they're so funny.
It was a fun weekend.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was.
But I feel like because this weekend we celebrate Halloween, I forget that
Yeah, I forgot today's
it's not
Halloween.
today's exactly.
Yeah. But
we had our lift on Monday morning, 6:30
Yes.
lift where we dressed up as grandmas and babies.
yeah,
I was a baby.
upperclassmen were grandmas and underclassmen were babies.
I got to wear a diaper for the first time in
1
18
year.
years.
Yeah.
It was something.
Molly's
Squatting
was
in a
so
diaper.
funny. Molly's
Too realistic. Too realistic.
Molly's was so funny. She got a walker and everything. She had on big white chunky shoes. She
so
was.
good.
Some of our freshmen really kind of took
Yeah.
it and ran.
Yeah.
They were a little creepy how much they looked like
They
babies.
crawled into the
they crawled
weight
in.
room. Coach Kelly was like, "Good morning," and then Sarah's crawling on her hands and knees at Coach Kelly's feet. She was like, "What the heck?"
Coach Kelly's reaction was the best part. She was like, "No way, this is what's going
no
on."
way we don't win that.
I know.
We gotta
yeah.
win that.
If
I don't
we
know.
I'm gonna be really surprised.
I don't know. I'm
We've
gonna be
never
sad
even
if we
placed.
don't. No, I
Last
know.
3 or 4
What
years.
were you last year?
Last year we were Gatorade bottles, and
That's
then
kinda
the year before that we were Incredibles. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah. Rachel, what is
Rachel
the
was
name?
Frozone.
No,
Not
no.
Frozone.
Ozzy was Frozen.
Oh, you're
Who
right.
was- I can't remember his
the
name.
guy with the hair.
Guy with the big
Yes.
orange hair.
Yes. What's his name?
I don't remember his
Black?
name.
Yeah.
He goes up.
Yeah.
Did
With like
she-
the big, what is it? Is it a Z or an S or something on it?
What were you?
We were all just like Incredibles.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have a
large
specific
group of
one.
Incredibles.
No, we were just like
No.
all the same thing. Katie was Edna. I do
Was
remember
she?
that.
Love
Yeah,
that.
I do remember that. Yeah,
That's cute.
that was funny.
I love that.
Yeah, how are we feeling this fine day after the run test this morning?
We did the run test times 2, it felt like, this
Yeah.
morning. It
We did
Could've
it for
been
the
worse.
first time last week, and then so we thought we were off the hook till January, and then we got to conditioning this morning at 7:30, and Coach Kelly said we were doing shuttles again.
Yeah.
And so
just shuttles.
just shuttles.
Yeah. We know
It
what
was
that
the run
means.
test.
So I came from a school that did no type of conditioning whatsoever. So do you remember our first conditioning here this
Yeah.
year? We did like the
Yeah.
60-yard
It was kinda
shuttles,
rough.
and it was what, 10, 12
There was
of
just
them.
like 10, just like up and back, up and back.
And ever since then, I don't think anything will top that. Like even
Really?
today was bad.
Yeah.
But that day was like so. I was like, I'm so
That-
out of shape.
For
Like,
it to be
Coach
the
Kelly, I
first
need help.
conditioning of the year, that one was
just
rough.
terrible.
I'm sure it's a little bit of a mental thing too.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
Like it's always.
I've
That
never-
conditioning isn't.
Not
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel
Depends on
like
the day, I guess.
the run test, I mean, obviously physically, it's hard. If anybody doesn't know, it's a 60-yard shuttle into a 100-yard shuttle into a 200-yard shuttle into a 300-yard shuttle. And then today we had to add an extra 60 on. And so they're like split up into 15 and 25 yards. So, yeah, it's definitely physically hard, but I think it's mentally just,
I feel like when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound terrible.
no.
So I know it doesn't
Guys,
sound
I
like a
promise
lot,
it's hard.
But we also play softball, so
We don't do
usually
that
are
much
just
running.
running
Don't run.
like 5 feet.
Yeah, you got 2 pitchers right here. You don't run.
Yeah.
You will see
It's a
us
humbling
running about 10
experience.
feet
Yeah.
to the mound and 10 feet back.
I think the first time I like told my dad about it, he was like, "Oh, like that's not that bad," and I was like, "No, you don't understand.
I hate when
It's
people
that
say
bad. Like, it was bad."
Everyone's like, that's really, like, I could do that. No training. Like, I would love to see you try.
Yeah.
Like
Please.
I'm about on the ground anyways.
You also have to beat a certain amount of time, which I feel like
yeah,
is important.
yeah. You have to like
It's not
match
good
your
just-
time or
Yeah,
beat your
you do.
time every time, which
Yeah.
is a little scary when you get the number and you see that you have beaten your time and you're like, "Oh crap,
Yeah,
that
now
means
I
I have
should
to
do
get
it
even
again."
lower next
Yeah.
time."
Yeah, most definitely. It's a good way to start Tuesday, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get the hardest part of your day done.
Yeah.
And then you just
Exactly.
have practice after that, and
Yeah.
then class, and
Like
now we're here, so it's fine.
So how's the pitching been for you, ladies?
It's been great.
It actually has been really, it's been great.
Josh has been great.
Yeah.
I feel like he has learned us really well
Yeah.
and, like, learned our staff
100%.
as we continue to go on. So he knows, like, what we need, what we don't need. I know you and I are very big on numbers. Like, I like to know what I'm doing. I like to know
too.
why. I like to see the numbers. And other people on our staff are complete opposite. So I think he's learned that about us. And he's been able to help me by showing me numbers. And then, like, Molly, for, like, example, he's like, I want you to do this. And she, like, does it. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's helped a lot.
Shout out Coach Josh.
Yeah, he's
We love
been
Coach
he's been
Josh.
great.
Yeah, I think
Great.
he's really good about also just like hammering it into us like what's today's intent. So like we'll have like today was spin and like pitch design, and so I was like, I'm not throwing that very hard, and he was like, I don't care, we're working on spin today, like we'll work on speed together like tomorrow. And so he's like really good about just being like, okay, just trust yourself, this is what we're working on today, it'll all come together on like Friday, like when we're throwing live.
Yeah.
So
great.
yeah.
I feel like he's good at bringing the best out of not even just pitchers, but the way he talks to us. He
Yeah.
seems to know how to handle emotions.
He's very motivating.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
he's very
motivating.
motivating.
He's so good about, like, he doesn't care. He doesn't want you to be perfect. Like, he
Yeah.
knows you're not going to be perfect. I think that's why I've really learned a lot from him. Is he is like, I'd rather you go out there and like give it your 100% and like throw hard and less about hitting a spot, which is like funny because we worked on that today. And he was like, if you fail, you fail. It's the fall ball.
Yeah.
He's like, we get to learn from it. We have numbers on you. Like, we can figure it out. But if you go out there and you're, like, scared to fail, he's like, I can't help you with that. I can't help you. As much as I want to help you with your mental game, I can't do it for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's helped me a lot, being like, just go out there and do it. If you fail, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
part of the
especially,
game.
like, having to pitch to you guys. If y'all don't know, I think Emma Ritter's the
One of
hardest
the best
person to like,
hitters.
strike out I've ever had to pitch to. She's very hard to strike out.
Very true.
Tennessee has some pretty crazy.
Don't bring that up.
No,
they-
that sounded like a diss.
No.
I just remember playing them and I'm like, these are women. I
Oh
feel
my
like a
God, no,
child.
literally.
Well, we played there in the regional last year, and I remember, like, looking up, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, girls.
And I was standing in the
Like,
outfield and we played them. I was like, wow. What did I miss? Like,
what are you
water.
guys eating? Because I really need that.
Exactly.
Oh,
I
it's crazy.
mean, I think our hitters are pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
they
have
are.
our
Yeah,
hitters
no,
are
yeah,
good.
you guys.
It's hard for you guys because we see you all the
That
time.
is- yeah,
It's like we know what
yeah.
you're throwing, but you still, both of you guys. Cassie, I didn't really get to hit off you a lot this year.
No, I think we're always on the
I
same
threw
team
to
this
Ritter
year.
all the time.
Cassie throws me all the time, and I think I've struck out probably 12 times against her. She threw me 3 changeups in a row last week.
Cassie has
and
a crazy
almost broke my
changeup.
bat on the ground.
I heard you threw like 10 changeups in a
She
row
did.
the other day.
in a row. I'm standing in the batter's box. I'm like, there's no, because 2
Yep.
people had gone before me who had gone 3 changeups each. It's like, there's no way she comes with another changeup. Another one. I was like, she has 3 done. Another one, and then I strike out. I swung a 2 in the dirt, took 1 right down the middle. That's gonna haunt me.
Oh, it's so funny because I was in my bullpen yesterday and I was just throwing, and he was talking to Pete, and he was like, I think we broke a world record yesterday or the other day, and he's like, what? And he's like, she threw 12 changeups,
Yeah,
and
that's
like the only
crazy.
person that hit it was Bree. But I was sitting there and I was like, there's no way I'm throwing this again. Like, there's no way.
Literally.
And I just kept doing it.
I was like,
It
wow,
worked.
when I-
Especially because I had like you, Bree, and
Yeah.
like we had like the meat of our lineup up, and I was like, oh my, y'all just gotta sit back.
I like came to my session later and he was like, yeah, Cassie threw like 10 changeups in a row and got 8 swings and misses on them.
I was like waiting for him to throw like a drop ball in there just to mix it up, you
Yeah.
know? And it did not come. And I was like, I guess we were on the same page. If I was hitting, I was done.
Exactly.
But I was like, okay, well, let's see what
Yeah.
we can do with this.
I tried to memorize the numbers because when he stands behind us, he calls the numbers. He'll be like 4, 5, 2. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a changeup at one point, so I'm gonna. And then I swing and miss again. Like, crap.
Like, I knew it too.
Every
Yeah.
time I like pitch to one of the catchers, I'm like, they gotta know what I'm throwing.
Right.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
gotta
sure.
know what I'm
Love
throwing
that.
right now.
I've thrown to Zoe. We've thrown to Zoe so
Yeah.
many times. I'm
Yes.
like, if Zoe doesn't know what a 002 or whatever.
Yeah, or, like-
especially when he calls it all the time. I'm
Josh
like,
calls
there's
a 3-2-1.
What's that?
I
Don't
think
worry
it's a.
about it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
not gonna tell you
Wait,
what
I
it
do have a
is.
question. Are the pitches the same for both of you guys?
No,
The
everybody has
numbers?
different cards.
Okay.
So like one time, I think it was during my session on Friday, Josh was like calling my pitches to Maz, and they just like were not the right pitches. She's like,
What's going on?
okay. Like,
Right?
Interesting.
Don't know what that is. I'll go ahead and try and throw it.
I think the first time we like used the little earpieces,
I loved that.
I thought it was gonna be so loud, and it was like a whisper, and I was like,
Drop out.
what did you just say? Can you say that again? Like
I
did
loved
not hear
it
that.
because I felt like the only thing I could focus on was him and then
Yeah.
whoever I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was looking at my middle infielders, it was like nice. I could be like, hey, I'm going to you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to you. And then everything else was like, because you can't hear.
Yeah.
And everything
Yeah.
else is like back there. And then the only thing I'm like listening for is Josh to be like, you're
Yeah.
throwing this pitch.
I do like. Are we allowed to use those in game? Like pitchers?
Yeah,
I think
you
pitchers
I think
are
you
allowed
can.
to.
I want the thing that baseball has where it like comes up on your wrist. Like it's like a
what?
watch.
What?
And they'll look at it and it'll be like, I guess the pitch will come up. And they'll go
Mr.
and throw
Bill, if you want to buy us Apple Watches,
it. That would be so
that's
cool.
fine.
Sometimes during the inter squads, we would tune in. There's
I
different
know.
channels.
Yeah.
So we
So
would tune
annoying.
into the pitcher's channel and listen to what Coach Josh was saying. Or we'd have our own separate channel and we'd communicate.
Yeah. When Tegan and I think it was Tegan and Ani, I looked out in the field. I don't know who was pitching, and they were giggling. And I was like, "What are they doing?" And Coach Pete's like, "Bunt, bunt," and they knew it was coming. They were like, "Watch the bunt." And he was like, "Get off my channel!" It was so funny because I just looked up and they're laughing at each other, and I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out why
That's
until they were
funny.
like, "Watch the bunt," and like next thing you know, turn
That
and
is
square.
funny.
The
That is
Secret
funny.
Service mission.
No, literally. I feel like I'm like Secret Service.
I
out
felt
there.
so cool with it on.
Yeah, I feel
I was
cool with
like,
it too. And then people were like, "What is in your
What is
ear?"
your
I'm like,
ear?
"You're right. It's weird."
And
It's
you're like,
weird."
yeah, it's dumb. It's
not
dumb.
cool
I
at
don't
all.
know. It's weird.
like never mind.
I'm like, oh,
I take it back.
fine. I was like scared it would fall out of my ear.
Yeah.
Like especially pitching.
Well,
I was
for
like,
you
it's gonna fall
guys,
out, but like I had the mask.
Brushed your
wax
ear.
keeps it.
Mine was on the other side. Yeah. We had those same earpiece for all pictures. We would change.
yeah,
the,
we
thing
had
you
our
put
own
in it
earpiece,
to us.
but all the pictures have to share a radio. We don't get our own.
We're not
radio.
special enough.
We're not special to get our own radio.
Like, we're not cool.
Like, yeah, y'all can.
We also
share.
don't have to charge ours. Like they have it. Coach Josh
Yeah,
has it. and he
Josh takes care of our
it.
radio, so
Thank goodness.
it's a little bit easier.
It would never be charged.
No,
Ours weren't charging.
no, it would not be.
It's hard to find that many plugs.
Yeah, especially in the
That's
indoor,
very
yeah.
true. I didn't
I
think
know.
about that.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, Cassie transferred here this
did.
year, so she's brand new. So
I did.
tell us what you like about it so far, girl.
I'm like nothing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love it here. I think one of the really good things about Virginia Tech. So my sister went here. Shout out Kaylee. And absolutely loved it. I've grown up on Virginia Tech, so for me, it's like so cool to be here, like supporting Tech. Because I remember when I was committed to Louisville and I came and visited my sister, I was like, ew, Virginia Tech, you're kidding. But like low key, it was kind of like, oh, I wish this is what my experience was like. So it's been so cool to see like all my friends I used to go to high school with. Like I walk down the drill field and I'm like, oh, hey girl, like I haven't seen you in years. My like very best friend from home's here. So it's been like a good support system, and these girls, like our teammates are the best people ever. Our senior class especially, no offense. Our senior class has been like the nicest human beings I think I've ever met in my entire life.
They are.
And then Josh was like one of my big deciding factors on coming here because when I left Louisville, I just wanted to get better, and I wanted someone that was going to push me and like challenge me and believe in me at the same time. And when I talked to him, he first of all told me this whole story about his kids. Loves to talk. He loves to talk. But he was like very personal, and I love that about him, and I've loved the relationship me and him have grown through pitching. And then I also have a bullpen that supports me, which has been so nice. Like our bullpen loves each other, and we would do anything for the other one. We're helping each other out. We're constantly, you want to go throw extra, and I think that has been so beneficial, and I've loved that, and it's been absolutely beautiful. Side note, I was never a mountains person. I was beach. Put me on the beach, and I'll be happy forever, but it has been gorgeous, especially where I live. When I drive home, it's like through this field, and like there's trees changing colors. Gorgeous, like so beautiful. It's been really a good experience. It's been feeling like a little healing experience this year, so it's been really good.
That's great. Yeah.
Going back this weekend.
I am. I'm going back for the football game, which is crazy because
Ooh,
it's those two teams are fighting for the number 2 spot in the ACC.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's so funny because at Louisville, like my really close friends were on football. It was like us, football and row. We're like super close, and now I'm like, okay, go Hokies.
Go
And
Hokies,
like, they're
boy.
like, what are you wearing to the game? I'm like, Virginia Tech. Like, what do you expect me
gotta
to
wear
do?
Virginia Tech, yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we can't really associate. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm excited to go back and see everyone. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just going to be like cool.
Yeah.
to see.
No, well, I mean, we're glad that you're having a good experience.
Yeah, no,
here.
I love it here. It's been so refreshing. I don't
That's
know.
good.
It's
Yeah.
been really good.
The bullpen has been really good this year.
The vibes are good.
Last year we only had 3 pitchers, and so I mean we were very close, but I mean 3 pitchers for that long of a season is really tough. And so this year we have 6 pitchers, so it has been like we have a lot of support, and that's like gonna play out a lot during the season of just like knowing okay, like one person doesn't have to throw a full game. Like we can. I feel like we're gonna work together
We're gonna
a lot this year.
Yeah, we're gonna do really well.
like
Funny
we're gonna
thing
work well.
about me and Lim is we've known each other for
A long time.
ever.
A long
We've
time.
played each other. Did you know this?
Probably
We've
since, like,
played each other since we were
middle
like
school.
12, 13.
Yeah.
Against each other or on the same
Against
team?
Against each other. We were like
Yeah.
on rival organizations.
We
from
played
where
like
we're
up in
from.
Richmond like all the time.
And I went to her dad one time for a pitching lesson because I like couldn't break like 62. And I went. He was trying so hard to get me to grunt, and I was like, I cannot do it.
Cassie grunting.
He was like, just breathe out there, and I would just start laughing. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like,
Shout out Brian.
I could not for the life of me. He's like, that's how you gain speed, Cassie. And I'm
It's
like,
like-
I don't think that's the only way.
You
But
just
I'm
gotta be
trying.
relaxed up there.
No, he's like, be relaxed and just breathe out and grunt. And I just couldn't do it. But yeah, me and Lim go way back.
Yeah, we would like play each other in
All
Dory
the
Park.
time. All the
Dory
time.
Park at least.
We lived there.
Every other week.
It's so funny because when Pete and I, Coach Pete and I were talking about, like when I was transferring, he was like, back in Dory Park. Remember those
in Dory
days?
Park,
And
it's
I
like-
was like, oh, too well.
Yeah, we were there like
Lived
every
there.
weekend.
Lived there.
Yeah.
That's
I remember
actually
playing you in
amazing.
travel ball.
Who'd you play
I think
for?
we played you
Seeing
once.
you. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I think we might have.
I cannot
Ritter
imagine
being
you
once.
younger. I'm sorry.
Funny thing, Emma Ritter thought I was like coming in. She thought I was like 5 feet tall.
I thought she was 5'2" and had glasses. And I was like, I don't think she's 5'2". I was like, she definitely was 5'2". I don't know, because I met you with Fetty.
Yeah,
One
yeah, I was with
tournament.
Fetty.
She's like, this is Emma, she's so good. I was like, nice to meet you. And
You're like, hey down there.
yeah.
Great to meet
Yeah,
you.
I thought that. But you did wear
Yeah.
glasses, right?
I did wear glasses.
The glasses are coming back, if anyone would like to know.
I did just get sports goggles. Went to go pick them up the other day, and they were sunglasses. And I was
Goggle
like,
girl.
oh, I
Like
got
all the time,
clear-
or they changed to sunglasses?
Well, see, that's what I thought, and I was like, I did ask for like clear glasses. Are they like the transition lenses? And she was like, oh, no, I think they just made the sunglasses. And I was like, okay.
I'm
So
actually
they're
gonna
sending
need
them back
goggles.
and then sending me some clear ones.
Oh, cool.
They are not rec specs. They are just they look like our sunglasses,
Oh, nice.
but they're just clear.
Oh,
So-
that's
Imagine
really
this.
cool.
Slick back hair. Super slick back hair. Goggles. And the mask. How
Mask.
intimidating
Yeah.
is this? And then she rips off the mask and she
already-
strikes out and like walks off. So like
glasses.
she like struts. She's like,
Glasses go
That would not be
flying.
my bad.
She can't see where they are.
I'm like, Josh, you got to take me out now. Like that, I can't come back from that. I can't.
The whole staff like runs out there to find your glasses for you.
I'm like, guys, I can't see. I can't see.
Do you wear contacts?
I tried contacts. I just didn't like them.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I don't know. I didn't like them, so I've just kind of been.
I cannot wait
It's
for this.
kind of been blurry for a little
Yeah.
bit. So, but they're coming in. They should be in, I think, next week.
New year,
So, yeah.
new vision.
So yeah,
Good one,
yeah,
Cassie.
y'all might not recognize me this season. I don't know. My hair is shorter. Goggles.
Slick back.
If I look too geeky with the mask on, mask might come off. I hope my
No,
mom
you have
doesn't
to
hear
protect
that.
your glasses.
Hope my mom doesn't hear that.
Not the face, just the glasses.
Just
Your
the
face is
glasses.
getting hit by a bomb, but you have to protect the glasses.
That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
gotta protect the goggles.
Goggle
Yeah.
girl.
Goggle girl. I had
Goggle
to wear
girl.
Rec specs when I was a
Okay,
kid. I got
really?
made fun of by my coaches. I was staying in the outfield. They were like, "What is on your face?" I was like, "My glasses." Obviously. They were like, "Ooh."
Obviously.
Yeah, they were purple.
When I first went to the eye doctor, I was like, yeah, I need some type of sports goggles, and they were like, well, we have rec specs over there, and I was like, so I have some frames in mind. Could you order?
match.
Could you order these for me?
She's actually like, no, this is what I want.
I was like,
you're gonna give
I
me
did
that.
pull up a picture. I had a screenshot. I was like, could y'all get these for me, please? And she was like, yeah, we can do that. I was like,
I didn't know they did that.
yeah,
that's nice.
I didn't know either, but I
saw
was
the digital
talking to Millie,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, do you think I could get these specially ordered? And she was like, yeah. Millie is one of Clemson's pitchers and one of my best friends.
Fun fact. Should I tell
Also played
Should I
against
tell him?
Cassie all the time.
When you would walk, this is so funny, I say this all the time. You would walk into a softball complex and you would hear Emma Limley and Millie Thompson grunting from the other side of the complex. I'm not lying when it sounded like someone was giving birth. It was like one of them would pitch in this super loud grunt and then the next one would throw. And it was nonstop while they were warming
Nope.
up. Because it was just you two, right, for the most part?
Yeah, we were the only two pitchers on our team.
Did she
It's like
go to
more-
your dad too? Did he tell you?
No, I think she went to
He
Rita
didn't tell
Lynn.
her, yeah.
I think she went to Rita.
It was something.
It was
hilarious.
something. I actually learned to grow up from her. I was like, let me just try this. This is fun. And it stuck. But now
Here it is.
when we're inside, when we're pitching inside, I can't grunt because it's so loud and it just echoes. And I'm like, this is embarrassing. I'm not doing it.
It's so funny you say that because the first time live you started throwing, I'm like, she's grunting again. Because
Yeah.
I've been with you on bullpen, quiet. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Lim's gotten rid
It's
of her
just
grunt, completely fine. And then we're back in live and it's like,
There's too much going on and it's too loud in there. And I'm like, I can't be distracting everybody during practice.
so
I don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's not
I
as bad
notice
as it used to be.
No,
I
it's
don't
not as
think.
loud. One
Not as
time
loud.
I didn't do it because I was working on drop balls and I was really focused on it. My dad was like, "You didn't grunt," and I was like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, I did. And he's like, no, you didn't. And I
That's
was
how
like,
Millie was with her
"How?"
changeup. She never grunted, and that's the only reason Millie's so good. It's the only reason people knew how to hit her is because it'd be like a light like grunt.
I think she does now.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does now.
Yeah, Millie's got a crazy changeup
Yeah,
too.
she's insane.
And that's episode 1 of On Deck with Emma Lemley and Emma Ritter. Thanks for listening.